Alright. Shalom, Akim, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High. Our Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash. Double honors to our apostles of James Grimm's Stone, and salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with us in sincerity and in our truth. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians are the real Israelites, we're the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Now, the topic at hand is, funny but seriously deadly, or deadly serious. And I was watching this, what do you call it now? I don't know if you call it a meme or whatever, but you're gonna see the moral, of what, I'm trying to, accomplish here. So right here, let's play it. So you see the point, it was very funny to me, when I watched it, but it is deadly serious, where we can't afford to lose focus because of these entice, these or lose track of our goal, or get distracted, to the point, you throw away off, our path, because of these lust, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the flesh, and these enticed were purposely are being purposely put in our way, in a spiritual and physical aspect, spiritual and physical sense, But as you see, somebody captioned it, bro was too focused on his goals, and that's how we, should be. We should be so focused, in which, it is very hard, and it's all a part of the will of the Heavenly Father anyway, to put that spirit of focus and enduring temptation, which is precept what I'm going to get speaking about. Because the scripture said in James 1:12, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Now, I'm going to look up some word meaning, so I'm asking, brothers to bear with me. I'm not going to get too much precept on this, but I'm going to look up some word meaning. So the first word I'm going to look up is endureth. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, right? Now that word endureth, I'm going to get this one in A. Number 2A. To persevere under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast one's faith in Yahushai, to endure, to bravely and calmly ill treatments, and the flesh suffers when it don't get what it want, but that is part of mortifying. You remember, to keep it under control to the best, of your ability, to the best of, what you can do, and, it's hope and pray with all of that. So the point is that to persevere under misfortunes and trials, alright, to hold fast one's faith in Yahushai, to stay in the path. And that's why the Heavenly Father said, he that keepeth my work, he that keepeth the word of my patience, him will I keep from the hour of temptation. So regardless of the misfortunes and the trials, you're still holding fast to one faith. That is keeping the word of the Heavenly Father, patience. Now, it said to persevere under misfortunes and trials, right? Alright, let's go back. Blessed is the man that endure temptation. So, and this word temptation is, I want to just read, you know, the definitions. It's a what? An experiment, attempt, trial, proving. That's why the scripture telling in James 1, it tells us the trial of our faith worketh patience. You know, but let patience, because it's a trial, it's a test, it's a proving, you know, to test you of what material they made up of, and at the same time to strengthen you, you know, to build up that spiritual callus, you know, to make you harden. Now, there's a whole lot here, but I just want to pick out the best part, right? Right, read B. The trials of man's fidelity, trial of your faith, knowing that the trial of your faith worketh patience, right? Integrity, virtue, and constancy. And best believe that there will be that kind of test every now and then, you know, trying to prove you, and they come in different ways, you know, through loss, you know, anxiety, you know, desire, which is the same loss, you know, you being in situations where, you know, you need to make a way, you need to find a way, you know, your family situation, monetary situation, you name it. So it goes back to says what? An enticement to sin. Alright? Let's look up this word enticement. To lure. Alright? Something used to attract or to tempt someone, to lure. See? That is what, and women are being used to do that. Sometimes, you know, a woman will just pop up out of nowhere. You know, you will go a while and you probably don't have a woman, but you go a while and you don't want, you know, have none, but you just pop up, you know what I mean, all out of the blue, you know, in different situations, you know, them just pop up, you know what I mean. But these are things that we have to be, you know, carefully monitoring through the Spirit, and, you know, monitoring and examining ourselves, whether arising from desire or from outward circumstances. Alright. Let me read this one now, verse definition 5. Adversity, affliction, trouble sent by God and serving to test or to prove one character, faith, or holiness. Now, we're not saying concerning woman, you can't have a woman. You don't sin if you have one. But there are also a distraction, like Paul says. You know, him rather men be as he is, you know, to attend upon the Lord work without distraction, because at the end of the day, that's what they are. They are a distraction. They come with it, man. Alright, so let's continue. Blessed is this man that endure temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive what? The crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Alright. Now further, let no man say when he's tempted, because just like what that what you call it, that little creature saw another you know, sexy looking female, very enticing, very attractive to his eyes, you know, that's a temptation. Yeah, let no man say when he's tempted, I am tempted of God, for God cannot tempt with, God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted any man. But this is the point. But every man is tempted, right? When he's drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Now, if that little thing in the movie is called Scrat, I believe, he's solely focused on his what do you call that thing, man? That nut that he have, you know, he's solely acorn. He's solely focused on that not even that female. If for a moment he gazed, or for a moment he was distracted, you know, but, you know, he caught up with himself, and, you know, it not worth it, and he move on, man. But every man is tempted when he's drawn. If he had fallen for it and, you know, went over there for that's what would have happened. He would have been drawn away, alright, of his what? His own lust, because he lusted after that and enticed. Yeah. Now let's go into this word drawn away. Very important. This term, or this phrase right here, when he is drawn away, look at the definition for this. Metaphorically, let me read the top one. He said to draw out, to draw you out of safety, or even to draw you from your path or draw you away. Alright? Because up here so it says the same thing. To draw away. Alright? Figuratively. To entice, to sin. So you see? This life is set up with just lost, man. You see? Metaphorically, to lure forth in hunting and fishing as game is lured from its hiding place, so man is allured from the safety of self-restraint to what? To sin. Now this is where allured. See? Allure mean what? An attraction. Allure mean the quality of being powerfully and mysteriously attractive or fascinating. Yeah? And what Esau have done is to over-sexualize and over-sensitize, society. And, every now and then you can't even go on the road without seeing a woman walking half naked. Sometimes them walk beside them so-called man, or walk beside a man, which them, and sometimes because of the lust of the flesh, it will draw your attention, man. You have to catch yourself more. This is how the society is set up, So man is lured away, mysteriously, drawn away by what? Enticement from the safety of self-restraint to sin. The language of hunting is transferred to the seduction of what? Of an harlot. Yeah, and that's what these harlots are there for. They're just seductive. To what? To lure away men. To lure men out of, lure men to them. But we in a place of safety, which is under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the covering of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And being on that path and staying on that path is for us to be delivered, doing what we should do to be delivered. Alright? And we with self-restraint through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he will keep you. From actually falling for the enticement, because it's really him who keep and protect us from these kind of enticement. Keeping us focused on the prize. So let's go back. So each man, but every man is tempted. Alright, when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. His own lust and entice. The bait, metaphorically to beguile by blandishments, allure and entice to deceive. Flattery, a flattering or pleasing statement of attraction used as a means of gently persuading someone to do something. You see? And on all fronts in this society, when you're watching your TV, you're on the internet, you're on the road, every angle you turn, it is what? Over-sexualized. And even your life situation, you might fall into the position of not having money, or you might fall into a position where you might need some money to take care of your kids, take care of your household. An opportunity presents itself, and it might be not legal or not the right thing to do, but at the same time it is a temptation, because you might be in the position where you need the money, because what we're going through a period of being tempted and tested to prove us, man. I looked up something a while ago. I think it mean. Yeah, I know. I was reading something. It said morals over enticement. I think it was one of the commentary one of the persons who comment on the video who said it. You know, morals over enticement. You know, and the morals that we all in place or that we have among us is the morals of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, which is those laws, statutes, and commandments, those and judgment. Laws, statutes, and commandments. Laws, statutes, you know, these morals. That's the standard. That's the standard of morality. You know, that the right thing to do. We find it in the scriptures, man. You know, to stay in the spirit is to stay in the scriptures, to stay in the spirit, you know, and focus on the end goal, the prize. Because what you call this, this is what? Instant gratification. But this man want, you know, a film goal, man. You know, so the instant gratification is only what? For a moment. Yeah. But the one that you have to wait for, man, you know, the kingdom, the delay, the gratification, the one we have to wait for, we have to have patience for, we have to build mentality and go through and endure to receive, is more what? Everlasting, more lasting. And this one that we're going to get, this kingdom, that is the everlasting kingdom that, you know, we're focusing on. That's the end goal. To have to be in the kingdom, to be delivered, man. You know, so hopefully this one was edifying, you know, to hopefully, like a matter of fact, Salakia, let me finish this. Verse 15 says, but when lust has conceived, you know, lust is what? The desire. You know, because of your desire, you know, when it conceive, it bringeth forth what? Sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth what? Death. You know, as the Scripture say what? Love not the world, for all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh and the pride of life. And it is of man, and it is not of the Most High. Alright? But he that doeth the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai abideth forever. Shalom.